Evening, everyone. Hope everybody out there is having a good time. Just thought I'd have a little fun, run a few laps with some of these classics on the Throwback Thursday. P68 NSR, everybody's familiar with it. It's one of my favorite cars. Historically, nothing remarkable, but you have to give NSR credit. It's probably one of the nicest looking classics of the era, and you have to hand it to their creativity. Hey Dave. Hi Fingers. You have to hand it to their creativity, really, with all the martini versions of the car. The white, red, black, silver. I got the white and silver, I believe, just a couple of them. But you have to hand it to them. Beautiful car, the way they did. And he's fast, too, you know. And as I said in the picture there, in the photo, you know, unmessed around with, really. I've just done some adjustments a little bit, and just a little bit of lubrication, and then just running it in, you know, just enjoying it. Like I said, you can throw the book at these things, man. You can open up the garage and you can just throw everything at them if you want to, but I just don't feel the need to do that here. I'm, you know, just playing. And let me get this sponge. Get my sponge wet here. A little bit of cleaning. Maybe I should have prepared, huh? So, what have you guys been messing with? I know what Dave's been working on, but I've been working on this stuff too. It's just good to play around once in a while, you know? Just to take a break and, you know, kind of do something different, so to speak. Let me get my microphone over here. There we go. That should be alright, I think. I hope so, anyway. Should be okay. It worked on, yeah, 37. That's a good car. We gotta look on the eBay for that 34 we looked at last night, and see, it looks like the Pyro kit, but it could very well be Lindbergh Pyro, same thing. Not too expensive though. Let me get go. My laptop over here. Ah, there you go. Hey, Frank. Hey, Frank, you're doing a great job on that CUDA. You're really looking good. Hey, Ro. Hey, Michael. Cleaning up my midget chassis for final assembly. Oh, well, yeah, you're faster than me. I'm not there yet. I'm getting close. I'll go get it. It's not much to look at. There we go. I'm getting there. I was just working on the rare assembly tonight a little bit. I just decided to. Oh, oh, that's right. Forgot about that. See, I don't know nothing. There we go. How's that? That better? Hopefully that fixed it. I hope that sounds better now. Anyway, just messing with this little car here. Just cleaning up the tires, running it stock, just taking a break from the building and just goofing. Okay, cool. That's better. All right. A few of these cars they have here, like this one, for example. You know, these cars been around down here for quite a while, and basically, again, just unmessed around with, really. Just some simple little tape for some dampening action, and stock tires. We all know NSR, you know, could be hit or miss, but, you know, the venerable box of chocolates, so to speak. Yeah, the fingers just, you got to take time to just, once in a while, take a break and kind of just, you know, just pull the trigger. Grab something off the shelf that you haven't messed with in a while. And you can tell this one, just from the laps that we ran, you can tell the tread design is pretty worn down and sanded pretty smooth. And there's the nice NSR little divot. That's okay. That's where they come off the mold tree there. Or the mold. And then you'll see a little sprue right there, and you just pluck that right. You can pluck it right off with your fingers, or just use a sprue cutter or something. Or, you know, nail clippers. Whatever gets the job done. That's another question you could ask in the group. Probably start a fight. 109 answers. And the real answer is it doesn't matter as long as you get the job done. Yeah, get them rain in here a little bit. Maybe a little Area 51 jizz on here. Top secret stuff. Well, it's true to fingers. They you know, some of these guys get pretty wound up over nothing. Just relax. It'll be a nice day. There we go. There we go. A little bit of go fast on there. And it does help condition some of these tires. I have to say that I've only had a few NSR tires go bad. But they don't last forever. You know, you guys, everybody knows that. I mean, you can you know, some of the foam tires and stuff from the commercial days and everything, I mean, we'd store them in the refrigerator, this and that, but they're going to wear. I mean, they're not designed to last forever. And I see some of these guys, you know, talking about some of the tires, and I get it, I understand it, you know, with some of the Carrera tires that maybe, and not just Carrera though, that's the other thing, it's electric, and let me tell you, fly, but then again, you have to look at the age of some of these tires. I mean, some of these tires are 5, 6, 7 years old, still going, or, you know, and somebody will say, these tires are crap, I've had them for 8 years and I can't believe they're, man, how long do you, $6, $7, go get another pair of tires. Put your car back on the track, start having fun with it. I mean, nothing lasts forever. Braid wears, you know, tires wear, and your gears, just moving parts are going to wear over time. And it depends how you treat them too, and how you store them. Dave, who is that? Dave, who is that guy? Who's that guy in Florida? You remember? Who was that guy in Florida? And he was complaining about the tires, and the cars, the chassis, he said, were cheap junk, and they were warping, and, you know, this and that. And come to find out that he was storing stuff in a storage shed, one of the steel shipping containers, you know, in Tampa. In the shed, yeah. So it's only, you know, Vietnam times 10 in there. You know, the conditions that the plastic was under. You know, but of course you didn't find that out until somebody, and I think it was Scott Culp or somebody locally down there, went for a visit or something, and they're like, yeah, complaining about this. So you always take something with a grain of salt. Somebody can say, well, you know, this thing is junk, this is crap, this is, you know, yeah, well, you know, we all really know they're not. They just, sometimes, just some cars need a little bit more help than others. But yeah, I'll never forget that, man. He was raising hell up and down, you know. And braid never wears, just use it over and over. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, that's your next, that's going to be your next door prize, is I'm going to get you some braid. You know, big NSR Nationals coming up, competition coming up, Cloverleaf Racing, up there in Michigan. Man, I wish I could go to that. I wouldn't drive, I can't drive, but I think what they need is they need a grill chef and a good turn marshal. You know it? You don't kick to everything? Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. I mean, everything wears. This car here, see, just a few laps. Now, I'm not saying that this car is going to be competitive with cars like it other tracks, other configurations, but what I meant by unmessed around with in the Facebook group is I've just loosened it up, I've lubricated it, I set the front ride height for the track, made sure the braid was clean, this pesky braid, right there. I'm just going to send you one side, see what you do with it. And then, like I said, these are stock tires, and just a little bit of float, right? But this is stock. I haven't altered anything. I haven't had to boil the chassis. I haven't done any of that. You notice I set the front end up, and I just made sure that the tires were fully seated, and that they had the the flash molding right there, peeled off and just cleaned, and I just set the ride height and it's fine. So we'll get a little bit more alien tech on these tires here. See, sometimes just a little bit of oil, just a little bit, not a lot, you know. And look at there, I'm using my the fingers. Yeah, there you go. And just rub it in. You can feel it getting tacky. That's pretty much all you really have to do. Yeah. I had to buy a new guide. Here he is, my lucky guide. Yes, your lucky guide. We'll have to, we're going to have to do a GoFundMe or something for you. So get you a spool of braid or something. I don't know if you guys have this car in particular, any scheme, any library, doesn't matter, the 91710. It's just, it really is one of the coolest cars, historically speaking, just, and in today's slot car. This is a fast classic, and it just, oh well, it just looks good, doesn't it? Or it does to me. Yeah, it's really, rubber's hooking up right now pretty good. Yeah, 917, yeah, anytime. So this one here, this one, I showed it in a photo, and I want you to see this. This is brand new. Just never taken it out of the box. So nothing is set up really on it, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure to lubricate it here. That's kind of important, yeah? Right. And then the next thing that I do is I'm going to check the set screws here and make sure they're tight, because sometimes they're not, and that's just part of the setup process I go through with these cars, because you know they're, in my opinion, competition grade cars, and sometimes the set screws just aren't tight enough. Race the crawler. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, man. Yeah. You guys are. You guys gonna do something for? Are we on like a comp crawl or something Friday evening? Is that right? At our age, lubrication is important. Yes, right. Nobody wants it dry. Maybe a martini, but then that's it. So I'm just going through here. I'm just checking to make sure everything is good. There we go. There we go. So straight out of the box. I think so, but I'm not able to get away. Don't get off. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I might have to pop down there. So let's see here. Just adjust some braid. See, brand new out of the box. So let's see where we're at. So there you go. Now, we got some little tire work to do, but pretty smooth. Just now the tuning process begins, you know. A Gulf Porsche 917 could be, I don't know, the epitome of a slot car for our hobby. That could easily just be the poster child of our entire hobby. It's just that car right there. I don't know how many of these we've had over the years, different configurations. Historical, not very historical, or prototypical, not so prototypical. I mean, Fly did take some liberties just to be sure. Hey, that's an ant. Come here. There you go. Uncled that ant, didn't I? There we go. Yeah, this could be the poster. Just put it up there for our hobby. I don't know. It really is one of the nicest ones. Yeah, it's just a good car. Fly made so many of them, and some of them were, well, yeah, you know, some of the renditions were about as wrong as ketchup on a hot dog, you know. But we're still racing. I know that among auto racing aficionados, it's hard to believe, but there are some people that did not grow up watching these cars, and they don't know, you know, they just don't know. They don't know, you know, Pedro from Padre. They have no clue, you know. And to be quite honest, just like this one that I'm racing, fictional or not, it's a good looking car. It's fun. And you put two other cars out here, like a black one and a red one, or a white one and a red one, and then a blue one. I don't know if you guys picked up on what NSR does with their, and Sideways too, with lane colors, and you get side by side with a couple of your buddies, you don't really care either. Some people do, I know that. Let me take that back before somebody has an aneurysm. I know, some people care, but a lot of us really don't. Yeah, the Martini 917 is pretty good. So has anybody picked up any of the some of the historic line, the reboxed cars? Where did it go? So I just have one. I haven't really messed with it. It's just it's nice presentation. The the box art, it's kind of neat. So they did a pretty good job. I haven't messed with it or whatever. And I haven't really gotten into any others. Um, just this one. I have some of the regular releases, so I'm not really into it. I just wanted to get one just to check out the box, and it's kind of cool. But other than that, so. Let's see if we can find something else to goof with here. Oh, yeah. I haven't messed with this one. I haven't messed with this one that much. Well, it probably deserves to be out here a little bit. I don't know. Some of these cars, I just don't. Oh yeah, this is a good example. Maybe we'll get my clippers, tweezers, and I'll show you. But it's one, yeah, I would want. Yeah, me too. It's just, I mean, okay, so I'm sure all of you are aware, so I'm really not telling anybody anything, but this is one of those things you want to check right there, and that's where they come out of the mold, and you can just pick it off. If it's stubborn, if it doesn't want to come out, then I just take sprue cutter, and there it is. As most of you know, that little bump right there can cause you to go knuck and futz trying to tune it, right? By a little vibration. I think I could shut the lights off. You could still see this thing glowing. You can see it. It's a nice car. I know a lot of people. There's a big fan base for these cars. Quick little outfit. Nice fit and finish. Just a braid here. Yeah, a little Shark 21.5. NSR's got a good motor. I mean, my opinion. It's pretty reliable. So there we go. A little bit of alien tech back there. Yeah, it's a little Fiat. It's a little Abarth, yep. Orange Repsol. It was $10 off. Because not the most popular paint scheme livery there, I suppose. Me, I didn't care. I had actually intended on getting two more to do a little 3-wide. I just haven't gotten around to it. That's a fun little car. But most cars are, if you have round wheels, good wheels, tires, precision axles to bushings, etc., so forth. You have a smooth running car, why? They're great. I predict some VWs, some Volkswagens that I know somebody's building that are going to be just the same thing. Brass chassis, they're going to be super fun. You just wait. 15 by 7 wheels, I think. 15 by 7 wheels. Yenko Classic tires, they just molded, are going to fit. Or, what is that, 2010, whatever. I'll find the number for Paul Gage. And we'll have fun with them. I want to do that remake of that Dan Gurney car, the what was it, the orange car, white stripe, right? I've got it here somewhere in the abyss. I don't know. Dave's been working hard on that mold. It takes a lot of work. A lot of work. If there's something that really, if the saying garbage in, garbage out applies to anything in this hobby, it's mold making. Just that simple. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a couple of more of these for the next event. And we're just going to have some fun with these little guys. Yeah. They did some martini versions of these cars. I tried to get, those things were sold out so fast. That's just what cracks me up. You'd think, well, who cares about that? Yeah, well, you throw a martini paint job on them in silver, red, whatever, and boom, they're gone. Yeah, I have one of these little dudes handy. Actually, this one here's a good old classic. Pretty much stock. This one. Actually, oh yeah, I remember I got this one. Buddy of mine hooked me up there on that. Here's one of the repaints that we did back then. Just a little, taking the other one and just painting it up, the little speedster. Give this a quick clean here. Where's my sponge? Alright. What? There it is. I got urethanes on the back of this one. There we go. Yep. Good old classic feel. Just fast enough, you still have to drive it. What a blast. Oh, look at there. That's what I get. Man, I don't know. This is 10, 12 years ago. Still the old NC1 in Yeah, not bad. Put a little alien tech on the rear here. Just give it a little bit, not much. Yeah. Hey, Steve. Good to see you, man. Which car was that? It's the it's the Ninko Porsche, the Speedster. It's just a repaint. There was a silver car of this, and it had the convertible top, the black convertible top, and it was just plain silver. And a friend, an old slot car dealer, Frank from Homeracingworld, rest in peace, he brought in, wow, a ton of these. I don't know how many he got in, and then he, on the old forum, we announced it, and we did a bunch of projects with those cars. You know, of course they were $40, you know. So a lot of us repainted them, made different cars from them. I did two. At the time I had a 2-lane art and track, so I did 2 cars. Here's the, there. That's the second car. So I just made basically the same, just different color schemes. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. Still running. I think it's funny of all the repeating that the hobby does. You know, hey, I'm gonna make a Group 5 this, and then everybody does. You know, well, we're gonna do a C8R. Well, everybody does. You know, just not very much originality sometimes in this hobby. And I think if there's ever been a car that deserves to be redone, it's the Speedster. Man, I'd love to see Polycar slot it. You know, NSR. Be a hoot, I think. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's an old car, and it has extra wide. Yeah, well, 20. This one was 2013, so 10 years. It has some ultra wide, as you can see. It has some ultra wide tires on the back. We casted up the classics. I think these are the 2010 threes, something of that effect, just to see if we could fit some wider tires underneath it, and worked out pretty good, I think. The roll bars are just evergreen styrene rod I bent. Yeah. Armor all. No, just no. It does have some clear coat on it though. When we do a lot of testing down here, we test just different. I always tested different things, like this clear coat to that clear coat, this paint, this match. It's just things that we used to do, so we could just say, hey, this works, or hey, don't do this, whatever you do, you know. Yeah, we got them to run pretty good. And the NC1, the classic style motor. It's another. It's like a fly car. You loved them or you hated them. But for a lot of us, we really liked them. The speeds were mild, and trust me, there's a lot of people that need mild cars. Yeah, I want a 35k motor, and you can't even make it through turn one. The last thing you need is more RPMs. Yeah, the older Ninkos, yeah, they're not they're not giving them away. That's for sure. That is for sure. But then again, I mean, it's our hobby, so if it's what we like and you want one of those and you really, really want it and you get it, well, okay, you get that one and you skip the other 3 cars that you don't really care that much about. So, get what you want. It's not about quantity. I know some people it's all about quantity, and you know, no, it's what I want. I don't need every P68 NSR made. I just want the ones that I like. A few of them that I like, and then I'm done. Then I'll move on to something else. A Cobra, no magnet chassis. Yeah, the Cobra. Yeah, that's an interesting car. Let me see here. I think I had one here somewhere. No? Oh, yeah. There we go. I knew I had one here, Michael. Somewhere. Oh, let's see. Should be... Yeah, this has got the... This is the one that came with the... It came with the thruster motor. That was one of Ninko's issues. That was a problem for them, where they spent all this money. They're always changing the motors all the time. They didn't need to. They just leave it alone, you know. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Oh yeah, it's a good old car. Ninko did quite a few of these too. Actually, first classic, the silver one, I believe. I believe Dominic, you can, maybe you can. Oh, the red one. Yeah. Let me look. The red with the white stripe. Is that it? That one. That was Ninko number. What number was that? My brain isn't working. I'm getting too old. Geez, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere near this, probably. Somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, well, here's a good old favorite. Here's a nice one. Yeah, the white was original. Here's a nice Jag there. Beautiful car. I always thought so anyway. Yeah. Bring the tires up a little bit. That'll help. Yeah, I'm missing Ninko. They just lost their way. They just got involved with too much other stuff like SCX did, you know. Just too much money in digital system we didn't need, but that's the problem, is none of them want to play nice with each other. Just standardize. Be great. For those that like that sort of thing. It doesn't affect me either way. Yeah. Yeah. There you go, Michael. A clean braid is a happy braid. Oh yeah, the lightning. Now, I remember that because it's funny. There was the lightning, and then you had to watch out because there was the lightened. Remember that? So there was the lightning and the lightened, and they were different. And I think the one thing about one of them there, I have it over here, was that chassis was so brittle that if you even looked at it in a bad mood, it would break. Let me see here. I think I have one of those down here. Let me see. That's an oldie but a goodie, I'll say that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, lightning. This is the lightning. Lightning one on steroids, yeah. Well, just to let you know, this one here, the box is a little old, but yeah, this is the Lightning Pro Race. Yeah, I remember. And the Mosler. Now, yeah, I think it's had a few laps in its day. Wow. Oh yeah. Sounds like a good old nincompoop. The only thing about it you had to watch out was, the wheels were a little bit weak. Well, look at that. They still run. Not bad. For being on the shelf for how long, I can't even tell you. But, yeah. I'll be. Yep. Yeah, the relics. I remember, it's fun to go back like this. Is right here. The plastic that they made this out of, right here. We had to glue that because the stress, these were cracking. They would just get little stress fractures everywhere. But once you got them dialed out, at the time, this was, as he was saying, badass. These were great cars. Still are. Still runs great. Yeah. I believe this was a proxy car at one point. 4 races. 1 Canada, 1 New Zealand, Australia, and here. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I can't remember all the race back then. Yeah. Yep, cars were... Yeah, these cars were a while back. Let's see here. CH04. So this one Pro Race. Yeah, they were. Yeah. Zero. Yeah. Now this one. Yeah, they've been out for a while. Chassis 01. Yep. Still, mine's still running. What was the motor on this one that I remember? I have to go back. Yeah. Yeah, the Crusher Plus. Is that a Crusher? 23.5. You know, another thing about these cars that Dinko did is when they brought, they were the first ones to do the Mosler, and this was a fantastic car. Even in standard mode, we had several of these Moslers, and they were great cars. Just great cars. So, yeah, Dinko did a pretty damn good job of it. Yep. Oh well, yeah. Nice going down a little bit of memory lane with some oddball cars that just don't see a lot of track time anymore. Last time everybody was here for the shootout and whatever, Dave and the gang, and then when George was here and all them guys and Chicago guys, and just we go through the shelf sometimes and just pull stuff out. Cars that used to be really popular, that was in everybody's slot box, and then they just kind of fade away, get replaced, But one thing's for sure, every time somebody comes here, Dinko Classics are still a standard. Still a standard today. One, if not two, in every slot car box. Oh, the art car. Yeah, that's a nice one. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get one more, and then that's it. I won't bore you. I'm gonna get one more Dinko out. So this is at the time of its release, this was the flagship car for Dinko. It was also the car, Skeletric made it too, but Dinko, this was a great car. Flat chassis. Boy, you could take this thing and get it down there. You had all the room in the world for weight, right? I mean, it was everything. Now this one, this still has stock rubber NC2. That's just the way it came. Yep. Unquestioned number 83 is it considered a classic? Well, it is, but some would argue that it isn't because it didn't, but I think it was a classic era car. It didn't really go with the Porsche, everything. You just had to work with it a little bit. I liked it. I think you had the Jag, the Ferrari, Aston, which other one? It all comes to me. Okay, yeah, just do there. Good old stock tires. I've kept this one just the way it came. Look at that. Man. I can't tell you guys how important these cars were. I know, it's the same old story. We walked uphill both ways in a foot of snow and with 100 degrees, but these cars were awesome. And you could tune them, and you could get these things. They were just something else, man. They were great. Yep, beauty. Clean the tires up, give it a little bit more. Ninco rubber, I don't know, 20-something years old and it's still working on a track. Yep. Hey, Dave, hey. So, yeah, just a little, stock rubber, just a little bit of oil here. There we go with those fingers again. They work. See there? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ninco rubber. Yep. Yeah. Take off like a jet, yeah. Yeah, not famous for smooth drivetrain. We all know about the Ninco Hawk, etc. You know, the other interesting thing about these cars at the time, was their approach. First of all, NC2 motor was probably one of our favorite motors, but their approach with their track on a plastic track system was simple. It had a button magnet, and this one still has it there, useless here, but not here, but right there. And this magnet, for those on the plastic, it just provided like a, as we used to call it, a pinning action. It would pin the car, but it could still drift and maneuver. But that magnet right there, it just helped pin it, especially on Ninco track, which I don't think they ever released a flat piece of Ninco track. So it helped pin the car, but we always thought it was, we always just left the magnet in place because it wasn't really heavy magnet racing. The action that it provided was perfect for our plastic tracks back then. We had Arton, and then I had Arton and a Ninco for testing at that time. Oh yeah, that's noisy. So, yeah, and the cars just, they were just fun. And the fact that this thing runs like this on a wood track where it was never designed to be, and basically in stock form, we just did a little cleanup with the wheels and tires, and that's it. It's thanks, Dave. Yeah, kind of just, it started out with the classics of NSR and everything, and now spiraled into some old new stuff. Yeah, Polycar is a little wider and has a slight abrasive surface compared to my Ninco. I mean, you cut your fingers on Ninco and old SCX and still like your classic. That stuff's sharp. I like the Polycar track that I have. You know, I haven't set it up in a while, but it's good. It goes together easy. It's kind of smooth. I think Homeracingworld and the guys did a great job bringing the track back. And works pretty good. I've seen some clubs out there using it, and it seems to be pretty popular for some folks. we'll do. What's one more? One more isn't going to hurt anything, is it? Maybe one more. Right. Yeah, the grippy surface. Yep. Yeah. There we go. Here. Here's one. This is the Ferrari. Now this is an interesting kit because they came out with it. It has the Ferrari, but this was a kit, meaning you put a few screws in the chassis to put it together and install the motor. That was it. But there was this thing about licensing that said, you know, well, we have the license for the ready to run. Okay, and then Co's like, well, it's not ready to run. It's a kit. You got to put it together. Yeah, regardless, they released it. Yeah, the little Ferrari. So again, this car is stock tires. I painted the exhaust flat black just to subdue it a little bit. Oh, the 360 Modena. Yes. Yep. So, yeah, there we go. These are honest stock tires. See? Look at the fingers. The fingers never lie. So, there you go. Yeah, a little bit of hop to it. But still runs. Beautiful car. Still runs. These are just the car. I mean, I have some of these old classics in just this little the case over there. So that's why I'm just popping them out. Oh, well, yeah, great to see you, Dave. Thanks for stopping in, man. I really appreciate it. Good to see you, and hope you stay healthy, okay? And that goes for everybody, all right? So everybody stay healthy, okay? And feel good. Being sick just sucks. Well, anyway, I've been rambling on. We've been doing this for an hour, so I know people got to get to bed, do things. So I'll let you guys go. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Just all I wanted to do was goof around a little bit and mainly just see what you guys were doing too. So appreciate you all stopping by, and I really appreciate you guys with the idea there to go back in time a little bit, because I think maybe we'll do this again real soon. I really enjoy these older cars. A lot of memories, good ones, and just a lot of friendships, a lot of laughs, a lot of good times because of cars just like this one. So, anyway, guys, everyone have a great evening. Please stay safe and stay healthy, guys. And we'll see you online.